New at 6, two South Bay businesses now shut down after health officials found high traces of lead in those buildings. KPIX 5's Len Ramirez live at the shopping center on Minnis Circle in Milpitas with more on what we're learning. Len?
Well, young children particularly susceptible to the effects of lead poisoning. And so when inspectors found high levels of lead here at the gun range, they also tested the next door business, which is a gymnastics business, and found high levels of lead there as well. So both businesses have been red tagged until the lead can be cleaned up.
This family came for a gymnastics lesson, but were turned away at the door. Sweets Gymnastics, the apparent victim of crossover lead contamination from the Target Masters West gun range next door. Both businesses were red tagged after Santa Clara County inspectors confirmed elevated levels of lead in both businesses.
The closer we were to Target Masters, the more lead there was.
Dave Sweet has taught gymnastics for 30 years. His studio caters to young gymnasts, including many preschoolers.
But when you're dealing with children, any amount's very high. Lead's just not acceptable with children. And so we weren't like blowing off the scale or anything, but it was high enough.
Facility's been here a long time, and some cracks in our cleaning happened.
Inspectors believe lead particles from all the bullets fired here over the years may have come out through the gun range's ventilation system and drifted into the air intakes of the gymnastics studio, contaminating it.
The residue has built up in a couple of spots, and we're having to clean it all up. It's a shame that Mr. Sweets has been dragged into this.
Workers spent the day cleaning the businesses inside and out. So far, officials are not saying how much lead was present in either place. The investigation is still ongoing. County inspectors were tipped off by the Capital and Maine website of a possible lead migration between the businesses last week.
We ended up taking samples with our partners with the California Department of Public Health, and on Friday we received the results of those samples, and they were concerning enough that we decided it was best to just shut down both locations.
Now, both businesses hope to be reopened by sometime next week if all goes well, and they will have to go through another inspection before they will be allowed to reopen. Meantime, the County Environmental Health Department says if any parents or anyone who has been associated with either the business, the gun range, or the gymnastics studio, if they're concerned about their own health, particularly with young people, they should have their own physician check them out, do a blood test, make sure they are safe. Reporting live in Milpitas, Len Ramirez, KPIX 5.